Day 3 of confinement. Now you may be asking yourself why Teddy and I are dressed in this way. Well, Teddy and I have decided that we are going to live the hobo life. We're not going to ride the rails or eat out of trash cans or trudge across the great American landscape on foot or sell apples or anything like that. We are going to be unemployed, and that's hobo. I know unemployment's not really a choice. I know a lot of you are unemployed, and a lot of my colleagues at work are in the same situation as I am. But I've decided that I'm going to embrace unemployment. I'm going to embrace it in the hobo culture. Hobo life. Live it. Love it. Embrace it. Take it. Hobo life for life. L. 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 That's L for me. So that's L for you. L for you. L for you. That's what I'm doing. So, how have I been embracing hobo life? Other than the outfit? Well, I'll tell you. As my stomach growls in front of you, I realize I forgot to eat today. And why is that? There's actually a really good reason for that. The really good reason is I got distracted. I was totally intending to eat today. I had planned to, finish up what I was doing in the afternoon, reading and doing other chores and odds and ends, and then I was, eat while I watch TV tonight. Well, I got a Facebook message from a friend inviting me to a impromptu video conference gathering to play some Jackbox games. It's a Jackbox party kit, You Don't Know Jack, and a couple of other, fun games for people to play via their phones, and it's fun. It's a good time. It was very enjoyable. And but I joined the game thinking that, okay, afterwards, I'll eat. It'll be fine. But when we finished, I happened to mention something about wrestling, and that led us right down the wrestling rabbit hole. Oh boy, did it ever. Me and my buddy, we talked for 3 hours about wrestling. Now, I don't usually get an opportunity to talk about wrestling because none of my friends locally are big wrestling fans, so it's not really a shared interest, so I don't talk about it. But should any of you happen to be wrestling fans and want to talk about it at some point, hit me up in the comments. But just remember, I can go on and on and on, as evidenced by the 3 hours. But that was great. It was a great time. I really enjoyed it, and being able to talk to somebody has really kind of brightened me up a little bit. What else did I do? Well, I woke up in a very hobo fashion. I woke up at 12 noon, hobo life, like you do. And I decided I was going to take a shower and get dressed, because that's very important to make sure that you're keeping your sanity and you're not getting depressed or you're falling into any kind of bad habits or ruts, is to make sure that you do some routine things and stay in life mode. So I got up and I went to turn on the water, brushed my teeth, did my normal morning ablutions, and just jumped in the shower. And whoa, did I nearly hit the ceiling. Oh boy, it was freezing. I don't know what was going on. It was turned to the right setting. It should have been warm, but no hot water. Well, at this point, I'm already soaking wet and cold, so I have to finish my shower because I have to get dressed in order to figure out what's going on with the hot water. And I can't put on clean clothes into a dirty body, so my mother taught me better than that. I was well raised. So I finished my shower, take a cold shower. It was not fun. Don't recommend. 1 star. So afterwards, I get dressed, start looking around the house, turn on the faucet, see if any hot water comes out of anywhere. No, it doesn't seem to be a blockage in any one specific place. So look for floods. No floods. Thank everything. I head outside. But I remembered at the time, I was remembering that I got this notification in my mailbox that I'd gotten 12 gallons of gas delivered on Friday. And I'm like, oh, maybe the gas man turned off the gas in the process of delivering it. Not that he's ever done that before. I've never had to think about it, but It's possible something was different today, maybe a different guy because of the coronavirus. I don't know. So now I'm looking around trying to figure out if I have gas. Well, I can't tell from any kind of, from the tank at all. It's, it just looks like a tank. Maybe it's on, maybe it's not. So now I have to check the pilot light. Now, this is not something that makes me comfortable. Working with a hot water heater that's gas powered, working with anything that's gas powered, makes me intensely uncomfortable because it's not something that I have in my easily accessible grasp of knowledge. Conceptually, I know how it works. However, there's a lot of things that could go wrong with it that make me nervous. So I'm looking down there. I crawl down onto the ground, open up the little hatch that's on the side of the gas, side of the hot water heater for where the pilot light is. And I'm crawling around, looking through, twisting and turning because it's stuck in a corner, using my light over my head, trying to use it as a flashlight, using my phone as a flashlight, trying to use it over my head, and trying to look in and see what I see. And I don't know what I see. I don't know what it's supposed to look like. Maybe it's lit, maybe it's not. Is it supposed to be like a light blue flame? I don't know what it's supposed to look like. Maybe I can't see it in the dark. Maybe I can't see it with a flashlight. I don't know. So I'm totally freaked out. I'm like, I don't know if it's lit or not. I don't know if it's working. I don't know if it's not working. I don't know if there's gas leaking in the entire room. I mean, it's odorless, it's colorless, right? I don't know. They say you should be able to smell it, but maybe I can't. I don't know, because I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm smelling for. So I just get freaked out. I'm like, okay, turn everything off. Turn it off. Turn off the pilot light. Turn off the burner. Turn everything off. Off. I'm like reaching up for the coil that goes out to the gas tank to unplug that, like it's some sort of an appliance that you need to plug before you, like working on the garbage disposal. You unplug it before you put your hand in there. I don't know. Of course, it doesn't unplug, so I can't do that. But I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. So I'm a little freaked out. And I look, and I'm like, okay, well, if I have to light the pilot light, then at some point I'm gonna have to strike a match in this room. How will I know if there's gas in the room? How will I know if I'm going to blow myself to hell? That is not a good thing. I do not recommend that either. No blowing up. Bad. So I'm like, what can I do to test? How can I test? I'm thinking to myself, oh, well, if I strike a match outside the room and then walk into the room, if there's gas in the room, then the match should flare, right? I mean, there can't be all that much gas everywhere in the room. And that's the way that fuel consumption works, right? You put the flame to the fuel and the fuel sets it on fire. Okay, yeah. I should be able to do that. So I'm walking through the room at this point. I light a match just outside the room, walking into the room like this, trying to see if there's any flame or rise in the flame. There's no rise in the flame. Okay? So I should let you know that my laundry room, which is where the gas water heater is located, is outside the house. It's part of the house. It's attached to the house. It's an indoor room. It's a room, but it's not inside. It's not part of the air conditioning and heating system of the room of the full house. So I go into the back patio, and attached to the back patio is the laundry room. So that's how that works. So it is 89 degrees outside today. And in the laundry room, it is also 89 degrees. However, there's no breeze because it's an inside room, of course, and it's full of stuff. So in the process of trying to light this, I'm sweating balls. And now I'm crawling on the floor trying to figure out how to light it, which I don't know how to do. I've determined that there's no gas in the room at this point, so I feel safe enough to try and light it. So now I'm, checking YouTube for every video, every Tom, Dick, and Harry, actually every Billy Bob, Cletus, and Buford. Why are they all named that? I don't know. But that's who's running these videos. And getting all the tutorials on how to do it and what to do. And eventually, I learn how to do it. I do it. I light the pilot light. Yay, I did it. I did a thing. I am very proud of myself. I am home repair hero. Yay. Good job, me. Of course, I'm soaking wet and stinking because I've been outside for 45 minutes trying to figure this out. And, now I have to take another shower. And I'm thinking, that's good because now I get to enjoy the fruits of my labor. I did the thing. Now I get to enjoy. you may be thinking what I should have been thinking at this point, because you may be familiar with the concept of thermodynamics, which tells you that time plus energy, the energy being the fire, create heat. So I should have thought it's going to take some time for this great hot water to heat up. I did not. I just thought, I got it to work now, let me go take my shower. So I go in the bathroom, turn back on the water, jump in the shower, freezing again. This time not so bad though, because I am already really hot. So this is cooling me down a little bit, so it wasn't quite as unpleasant as the first time. So now I get out, I gotta put on a whole new set of clothes, because at this point, you're not gonna put dirty clothes on a clean body. Again, my mother taught me well. These are lessons you have to learn in life. So I went on with my day. And you already know how my day ended. And so you know how my day began, you know how my day ended. The middle was just pretty much the same old, same old. And tell me about your day. And until tomorrow, hope you're having fun during the quarantine.